For today's tip of the day, let's take a look at Pioneer Bay Hole 8. And I want to go talk about the first two throws because after that, I think just about anybody could uh, scramble for the birdie. But the first two are critical and really dependent on the wind, in my opinion. Let's start out with a little light breeze out of the left. Very favorable wind, so a lot of options really. My choice in this wind would be the Light Glide Rive, and I would go up the middle of the fairway, and the two wind's going to try to push the Light Glide around, so you want to give it about a half a disc worth of hyzer or so still, and it's going to easily cruise over that log, go over here to the left somewhere, and then from there, a couple more choices really. You could go Light Glide forehand, you could go Turn Glide. I would probably go Turn Glide, and the reason being the Light Glide can go a little too long and you end up snugged right up against the wall that's coming up. So Turn Glide, and I'm going to aim high to make sure I get over this little hill here with the rocks in it, and don't need to give it a whole lot of anhyzer with that two wind, but I'm still going to give it a little bit and hopefully scooch over these rocks. And that's pretty good. And from here, very easy to scramble for the birdie. Might even get lucky and get an eagle throw in at that distance. So let's look at another wind. All right, now here we have a three wind out of the right. This is more challenging for sure. And in this wind, my play off the tee would be the Turn Glide Rive. I'm going to aim to the left of the fairway, and I'm going to let the turn on the disc fight this wind, hopefully. And get down the fairway as far as we can. That's pretty good. And now another challenging shot. This wind trying to throw us OB. I'm going to go with the Turn Glide Rive again. Aim really high again. A little bit more anhyzer, but not too much because I don't want to get too far right and contact some of those discs or those discs, some of those rocks over there. So avoid that rock pile. Now I just gotta hope the wind doesn't push me and it left, and it didn't. So, and again from here, pretty easy scramble for birdie. So let's look at another wind. All right, so here now we obviously have the three wind out of the left. Another kind of a challenging wind. This time we're going to go with the Glide Skip Rive. I'm going to slide it to the right, just give myself a little more room, and aim still up the middle of the fairway and hopefully skip over the log or sail over it. Again, the goal is get past this log that's in the fairway, and we kind of did a little bit of both. We sailed over and skipped over. And now with this wind, I'm going to go Glide Skip, and I'm going to aim pretty high. Not only to just get over these rocks, but I'm going to try to avoid getting too close to the wall that's up here. And I'm probably still going to get closer than I like. Yep, got a lot closer than I liked. So I'm not sure, and I can't get into the, well, I might be able to get into the wall actually. Sometimes if you're close, you can kind of phase in, but I think from here I could probably get a shot to the birdie still. I know I said I wasn't going to throw it, but let's just try it and see what we're looking like here. Oh yeah, that's going to give me the birdie look for sure. Okay, so that was the three winds, general scenarios I think that you'll encounter. Sort of the very favorable wind, or at least one that's not going to influence the drive. And then you got the strong wind out of the left and the strong wind out of the right. And like I say, obviously, if you played this hole, you know those two first drives are critical. So practice them and hope you learned something, and we'll see you around the valley.